Hello everyone. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of this 2021 Mazda CX5 and show you why it's an excellent family crossover. The CX5 comes with a 10.25-inch infotainment system in the middle. And here we can see that it is controlled using this infotainment system dial as well as these buttons. The dial controls the most of the infotainment system parts, including navigating between pages and selecting items. But for easy access, there are also some buttons here. There is the entertainment button to go to the radio as well as your other media, the home button to take you home where all your apps are displayed, and a navigation button which will take you directly to the navigation page. There's also a favorites button which will take you to the favorites destinations, and a back button to take you back a page. Here in the infotainment system itself, using the control dial, we can change through all the different parts. In the information, we have the fuel efficiency monitor and the vehicle status monitor right here. Hitting the back button takes us back to the main page, and now we have the entertainment page. Clicking on the entertainment page, we can see we have the radio here, and I can also change the preset if I want to. Below that is the communication page. Here we can connect our Bluetooth device, for example a phone, and if we do that we can make phone calls using that Bluetooth device. And we also have the navigation page. Here, if the navigation SD card is attached to the car, we have navigation directions built into the infotainment system. And lastly, we have the settings page, where here we can look at all the different things, for example, the display settings for here, as well as for the gauge cluster display, the sound settings, as well as the connectivity settings, and the overall system settings. So that's a tour of the infotainment system in the Mazda CX5. Alongside the regular infotainment system in the middle, we also have this gauge cluster display. So here we can take a look at some basic car statistics by pressing the info button on the steering wheel, which is right here. So going back to the screen itself, hitting that info button, we can change between multiple different statistics. This is our navigation statistics. We have our trip odometers, A and B, some general vehicle statistics, our lane departure assist information, and we back to the navigation part. So that's the right side gauge cluster display in the CX5. In the middle of the CX5 is also some physical climate controls. It can be kind of frustrating to have to go to the infotainment system to change your climate controls, so Mazda has decided to put physical climate controls in the middle for easy access. Here we can change our temperature for the driver, and it also dual zone climate control in the front. As you can see, there's one for the driver and one for the passenger. This screen will give us all the statistics we need, including the temperature that I showed you, our air conditioning, our fan speed, and where the air is positioning. On the top, we have the heated seats for both passengers, the climate control on-off button, and the recirculating air or fresh air. We also have the front and rear defoggers right here. This car also has a sunroof in the middle, where we can see if we pull the switch back, the sunroof will automatically open. You can see, you can now look at the outside. If I push the switch back front, the sunroof's window will close, and then if I can just pull the shade above to close the sunroof fully. Also, this is a feature that I really like in this car, where we can see we have this panel that says rear and three no seatbelt icons. This panel just shows who's buckled in to the back, so you don't have to look at the rear passengers to check if they're buckled in or not. It's visible right here, which is pretty convenient. Right behind the infotainment system controls over here, we can see we have two cup holders in the middle. This is useful to store your drinks. Behind that is our armrest, so if we open this up, we can see we have a upper storage panel that can be removed so you can put smaller items in this panel. Underneath that, we have a larger storage panel inside the armrest, and here we can see we have two USB ports as well as a cigarette lighter style outlet, and inside there's quite a bit of storage in this center console, so it's nice. Center console is nice, so you can charge your devices using the USB port or with the cigarette lighter style outlet. I'm now in the back seat of the Mazda CX5, and I'm 5'3", And here we can see that the front seat is all the way back, and I have a good amount of legroom back here, so it's pretty comfortable back here for rear passengers. Rear passengers also have some amenities, including air vents here for climate control, as well as a nice center armrest. And if I put the center armrest down, we can see that it comes with cup holders, as well as a center storage space. So if I lift this up, we can see there's a storage space, as well as 2 USB Type A ports over there. So there's quite a bit of stuff going on in the back seat. Folding down the seats from inside or outside from the rear doors here is also really easy. All we have to do is pull this latch up here, and then the seat drops down, and now you have more cargo capacity in the back. One specific thing I like about this car related to folding down the seats is that it's a 40-20-40 split, meaning I can fold down the middle seat independently of the side seats. In the Mazda CX5, you can see there's this little loop here. If you pull the loop, the middle seat will come down, and now you can fit 4 passengers comfortably in the car and expand your cargo space. Opening the trunk is easy in the CX5. Under the tailgate, there's a button right there. If you push that button, the power tailgate will automatically open. Then in here, there's quite a bit of cargo space behind the rear seats, so you can carry around 5 passengers and your cargo easily in the car. Here we have this loop. Pulling up the loop will reveal the spare tire, and on the sides there's also a little bit of additional cargo. So if you pull these loops, you can see there's a bit more space on the sides of the car. Folding down the seats is also easy. You can see here there's one latch for the right 40 split, and there are 2 latches for the left side seat and the middle seat. So if I pull this latch, you can see the whole thing will come down. If I just pull this latch, the middle seat will come down. And if I pull down this latch here, there we go. The right seat will also go down. There's also a outlet back here. You can see it's a cigarette lighter style outlet, so you can plug in your things back in the trunk. I also wanted to talk about this car's interior because it is very nice in here. You can see the whole top of the dashboard is completely soft touch plastic, and everything is very premium and very luxurious. I really like the interior in this car, both in front and in back. Next up, I wanted to talk about styling on the CX5 because I've always thought that this car looked really handsome. You'd see it has some very nice flowing lines, but it still has that crossover look. It looks very handsome, especially in this color. Another thing I wanted to mention, this color. It's called Soul Red Crystal Metallic Paint Charge, and I think it looks really beautiful. Here's a look of the color. You can see it looks really nice on this car. This car also has a smart keyless entry system. As you can see right now, the car is currently unlocked. If I want to lock the car, I just push this button, and now the car is locked. To unlock the car again, I just push the button again, and now the car is unlocked again and I can get inside. I also wanted to show you this car's key. In the front we can see it has the Mazda logo, and on the back it's blank, giving for a clean, elegant key look. The buttons are all found on the side, where on the top we have the lock button, second is the unlock button, third is the tailgate opener button, so holding down this button will open up the tailgate, and last is the alarm button, so holding down this final button will sound the alarm. I wanted to highlight this car's excellent safety ratings. Overall, we can see that the vehicle score is 5 out of 5, and we have 5-star ratings in pretty much every category except the rollover, which takes a 4-star rating. These are excellent safety ratings, and I'm glad this car has excellent safety ratings all across the board. This car also has a sport mode, where we can see we have the sport mode down the middle. Pushing it up will enable sport mode, and if we go to the gauge cluster, we can see it says sport above the gear. If we go back down to the dial and we push the dial down, now the sport mode is gone, so you're back to normal mode. Finally, I wanted to go under the hood in the Mazda CX5. Here we have a 2.5-liter engine that produces 187 horsepower and 186 foot-pounds of torque. This is good power for an SUV in the compact segment. And so that's the Mazda CX5. This car is a luxurious family crossover that has many technology equipment, features, safety, and a powerful engine to go along.